Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm gonna share a mistake that I have seen buyers make before. When buying a house, to move my chair here, when buying a house in Salem, Oregon and the surrounding areas, and you are not gonna wanna make this mistake. Also, at the very end, I'm gonna be sharing a story of an actual example of when I've seen this mistake made and how it hurt the client. So you are not gonna want to miss anything today. You're gonna wanna stay until the very end today for sure. This mistake is choosing to work with a lender who is in the market you are moving from, not in the market you are moving to, such as Salem, Oregon, Portland, Oregon, any of those many surrounding areas. We service Salem, Portland, all the towns in between, all the beautiful many towns in the Willamette Valley. There's a lot of them, Albany, Dallas, Corvallis, like there's so many. But first off, I think it's important to note that we do not get any kind of incentive. We do not get any leads, kickbacks, referral fees, nothing like that at all for referring you to a specific lender. The absolute only thing that we get for referring you to a lender is peace of mind that you are working with someone who knows what they're doing and is gonna do a really great job for you and get us to the closing table happily. I'm about to go into my 10th year as a real estate agent. I can say for sure it took us a while to find really solid lender partners. For probably the first 5 years or so in the business, I kind of just tried out a bunch of different lenders. None of them really did an exceptional job, but it was once we found one that we knew was gonna be the best lender for our clients, that's when we really stuck with that one lender because they really just stood out, their service stood out, and they did such a better job than all the other lenders that we have worked with in the past. And the lender recommendations we're gonna give you are lenders we have worked with ourselves multiple times, and we have seen buyers get pre-qualified who went to other lenders previously, but not the ones we're sending you to, and we're told they wouldn't get qualified. And then we send them to our lender, they get qualified because they have, maybe some more unique loan programs, that type of thing. We have seen these lenders save transactions that should not have been able to be saved. Like I'm just trying to paint a picture of why it is we send you to the lender that we send you to when you're buying a house here in Oregon. Now, I also need to add, because the majority of our clients are people who are buying a regular residential home or a townhome, condo, that type of thing. That's one type of lender. However, if you're wanting to buy a manufactured home in a park, like every now and then we get buyers that want that type of housing, and we can totally work with both, and we love both. If that's the case though, a regular lender can't finance homes in parks. I've actually done full videos recently talking about the manufactured home buying process here in the area. So if you're curious about that, go find those on my channel. But what I'm trying to say is we have really solid lender recommendations that we can send you, whether it is a home in a park or if it is a home on its own land. At the end of the day, you as the buyer are free to work with whatever lender you want. Just know if we send you a recommendation, we really do have your best interest in mind. So now I wanted to share a quick story. I had a buyer client a couple years ago who was moving to our area in Oregon. We wrote an offer. It was the house that we wrote the offer on was a multiple offer situation, and our offer did not get accepted. This buyer was relocating to the area from California. He wrote an offer on a house here in Salem, and the house that we wrote an offer on had multiple offers on it. And the other offer that ended up getting accepted was identical to our offer. That's what we ended up finding out after the fact. We're not allowed to know, because I know buyers ask all the time, like when we are going to be writing an offer, can we know what the other offers are written for? Unfortunately, we can't. That's not information that the listing agent is legally allowed to give us. We found out after the fact that the other offer that was accepted was identical to our offer. They were the same thing in pretty much every way except for one thing, and that was the fact that the lender whose information was on the offer that we wrote was from out of state. They were from California, the state that this buyer was relocating from. And that seemed to be a red flag to both the listing agent and the seller. That was something that both of them didn't want to work with. And so that's just something to be aware of, is because I have had that question before. Should I work with a lender who's local to the area that I'm moving to? Or is it okay to work with a lender, where I'm moving from? It is okay as long as they are licensed in the state that you're moving to. Some are not, some are. If they're licensed here, you can work with them. However, those are just a few things to be aware of up front that it might affect if your offer is accepted or not.